cross-examination. I will introduce him more fully in a moment. But to show you how some faculty members demand that they perform without a net, Marty wants you guys to choose the Judy Dodd that he is going to cross-examine. So that nobody will think it is fixed. So we will do it by a show of hands. Obviously, if you're kind and gentle, you will all pick the one that was the easiest. But hopefully not. All right, Judy number 1. Too nice. Judy number 2. Get more. Judy number 3. Judy number 4. Okay, that's awesome. Judy number 5.
Runoff.
Runoff. Here we go. Judy number 4. All the men. Judy number 5.
You two pick.
Marty has been an inspiration to many, many of us for a long, long time. He may be the only member of the faculty that didn't start as a public defender, but that's because he's been practicing since before Gideon versus Wainwright. But to show his commitment to representing the indigent, Marty still does appointed work. He's taught at the National Criminal Defense College since it was based in Houston in 1982. He serves faithfully on the NACDL Board of Directors. Every opportunity that he has, board members rotate off every 6 years. They go to these board meetings at their own expense, taking the time away from their practices to be able to deal with issues like how to help the public defender's offices around the country, how to deal with indigent defense. And just a brief plug for NACDL, I know Marty would want me to do that. If any of you are not members, you absolutely should be. Because as members of NACDL, you become part of the national community of the downtrodden and the disenfranchised and those hated by their own mothers. So please be sure to join the organization. Marty's practice is amazing. He's been in trial almost nonstop the past 2 years, from trying a homicide case and winning to immediately going into the trial of a speeding ticket and winning that one also. Now, admittedly, the speeder was a Teamster who was apparently going to lose his license if he got another point on his record, but be that as it may, it just shows you the kind of work that Marty does. Perhaps his most notorious case is that he represented the baseball player Mitch Williams, who is also known as the Wild Thing, successfully against a charge of rape, using the defense that his bat don't swing.
Ms. Dodd, when did you first help plan this robbery of the bank?
I did not plan the robbery.
That would make Alan Spayton a liar, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Do you know Alan Spayton?
Yes.
Who is Alan Spayton?
He was one of our friends.
Let me show you what has been marked Defendant's Exhibit for Identification Purposes 1, and ask if you can identify this indictment. The indictment says that you, along with 2 others, conspired to plan a bank robbery, doesn't it, in count one? It is signed by a foreperson of the grand jury, Mr. Alan Spayton, isn't it? And if Mr. Spayton says that you conspired to plan a bank robbery, he's wrong. It is also signed by Harry Marshall Whittington, isn't it? The United States Attorney. You've met with the United States Attorney, haven't you?
Yes,
And he is also a liar if he says you plan to commit a bank robbery. Isn't it?
Yes.
You drove down from Missouri, down here to Texas.
Yes, we do.
You went to New Braunfels.
Yes.
You planned a robbery of a convenience store.
My husband and his friend forgot.
And if his friend says that you planned it, he is also a liar.
Yes,
You drove to the bank.
yes, I do.
You waited while the bank was robbed.
Yes, I
You drove away from the bank that was just robbed.
do. Yes, I do.
You wanted your share from that robbery.
I wanted to protect him. Yes.
You wanted your share from the bank robbery.
Yes, I wanted to share it.
$15,000 of a share from the bank robbery. Isn't that correct?
Yes,
That wasn't enough for you, was it?
it's fine.
You stopped on the way back to the motel, and you stopped at the post office.
Yes.
You told everybody in the car that you were going to mail home $30,000.
Yes, I do.
You went into the bank. You went into the post office.
Yes.
You addressed a mailer.
Yes, I do.
Where did you mail the money? To yourself.
To my children.
To your address. The postmaster then, in Missouri, who says the money never arrived, is also a liar. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Your mother's Bertha Lou Jones?
Yes,
She watches your children?
yes.
Do you know she got an envelope from you? Do you know that she got an envelope from you? A big brown mailing envelope. An envelope that had just a postcard in it from San Antonio. You mailed that postcard in a postal envelope while you were at the post office after you left the bank. At the same time that you say you mailed the money to your home. Mailer got to your mother's, didn't it? The mailer to your home never arrived.
Yes, sir.
The money disappeared. You wanted more money. You were back at the motel and argued you want more money. You want another $15,000. You remember that, after the bank robbery. Mr. Angus Bryant, the person who had the room next to yours, who said he heard a female say, "I want my share," is also alive. You have two children, a boy and a girl. The boy was from your first marriage, the girl from your second, and Mario is your third. Is that correct? You were running around and cheating on Mario, weren't you? You were dating Mr. Rich. He was your lover. You had another person that you knew in South Texas. Another man, 6 foot, 6 inches tall. Did Who was your friend? Withdraw the question. You left Mario in the past several times. And you left your children in the past several times.
Could not support.
You left your children several times in the past.
Yes, I
You left your children several times in the past with Mario.
did. Yes, I
Ran away.
did. No,
You left home.
yes, try to find me.
1979, you were convicted for sale of marijuana.
Yes, I was.
You went to prison. You spent 5 years in prison. You got out of jail.
Yes,
You didn't like prison. You swore you'd never go back to prison.
and I'm not going back.
And you're not going back to prison. And in 1985, you were convicted again.
Yes, I was.
Again for the sale of drugs.
Yes.
And this time you were given probation. And again, you placed on probation and supervised, saying you would not commit any other crime.
Yes, sir.
And we are here now with you charged in a conspiracy to commit bank robbery.
Which was not my idea.
You had a lawyer.
That,
A bad lawyer that worked out a deal with the prosecutor that said you were committing a conspiracy.
a bad one.
A bad lawyer that worked a deal that you will not go back to prison.
Yes.
A bad lawyer that saw that you would not get 30 years in prison,
That's right.
or 20,
That's right.
or 10, or 5. You would not get any time
Because I need to be home with my children.
because you need to be home with your children.
That's right.
The same children that you left in the past?
Trying to find work.
Several times.
That's right.
The same children that you gave to your mother to watch several times.
So she could feed them the way they would be better.
Larry Wrench is going to prison for 5 years. He has no money from this bank robbery. You want Mario to go to prison.
Yes, I
He has no money from this bank robbery. But you are not going to prison. And you were the last person to hold and address and mail $30,000 from this bank robbery. And now it is missing. Only you know where it was mailed. I have no further use for this witness. Thank you. She got me in a few places. Any comments? We've been critiquing you. I can take it. Can you leave? Yes. I would hope that she wanted to leave because she didn't want any more examination, but we know she had someplace to go. At any rate, any comments? Oh, come on. Yes.
Because I haven't had you as my instructor yet, if I can answer. Why did you ask so many, you asked open-ended questions? Why? I mean, is that just your technique or?
It happens to be mine. I tried to keep it as closed as I possibly could, and they slipped out. Yes.
Is it objectionable to ask the witness to refer to other witnesses as liars or other people as liars?
It may very well be, but I didn't hear an objection. Nothing is objectionable. Nothing is objectionable until it's objected. I mean, you try and stretch as much as you can, period.
That's what prosecutors live on that. So if the prosecutors always throw out that question, so if he would say this, he's lying. And they jam defense witnesses
Absolutely.
all the time.
I don't know where you think she got it. I mean, where,
I thought that I was going to, I was hoping that she would come off a little more smart aleck. And I didn't see that.
Bad acting.
you should see it.
Thank you. My goal was to try and show that she's off of the hook and has $30,000 and has a cheap divorce.
I think you did that.
Well, thank you. At any rate, let me talk a little bit about tomorrow. Any more comments about today? I would like just to mention again that 6 o'clock in this room is Clarence Darrow. Yes?
I have a question, Marty.
Yeah.
How did you choose what to loop? Like, you looped where she said bad lawyer, and you took it and you looped it several times. How did you consciously decide what to take that she said to loop?
Well, it just shocked me that here is this, quote, bad lawyer, that I know you like the quote, bad lawyer that got the deal from heaven. And I would think if my mother was on this jury, she would think the same thing. So that I wanted to instill again and again that this is a woman who, even somebody there that's helping her, is her enemy. Okay.
Another question?
Are you
Yeah.
changing Clarence Darrow? Because our little handout says 5:30.
Is it 5:30? The program
Actually,
says 6.
15 minutes after we're done.
It's 15 minutes after we're done. That's the third situation.
That was from Clarence.
That was from Clarence's side. It's not himself. Darrow, not Thomas. The reason it was Darrow, not Thomas, is I didn't see Scalia in front of him.
You mean bent over?
Unfortunately, Mr. Johnson, I think the American public is bent over.